Welcome back to the channel. My name is Tronage, and today we're going to be talking about BetaFPV's Beta65x. They call it a 2S Whoop drone. I'm going to call it fun in the box. Stick around. Alright, so here on the East Coast, it is getting a little bit chilly these days. And when it gets chilly, I don't like flying outdoors as much. Just because, you're cold, if the wind's kicking, you might feel like, you get on your forehead, you maybe even get like a headache from it. And more importantly, your hands start getting stiff and numb, and it's just hard to control, and it's just not as pleasurable as it can be, sitting in your house in the warm. Now, primarily I've been flying mini quads, the tiny whoops, the B-Brain V2s, and all the brushed style. And they're fun and all, but they feel like they need a little bit more oomph that they just don't have. And it's really hard to squeeze that kind of power out of such a little thing. Mainly because it's running on 1S battery and it's running on a brushed motor. Enter the Beta65x. This is going to be, I think, a game changer for me because primarily it's running on brushless motors, which means it'll have a little more pep, it'll have a little bit more oomph, and it'll be just a little bit more fun to fly, I think. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to bring you in close. We're going to unbox this thing together, go through it, see what it looks like, and then I'm going to have to play with it because I know I'm going to want to check this thing out. All right, so why don't you come in close, we'll take a peek at it and take it from there. All right, so here's the box as I received it. I will show you the other sides of the box just in case that's something that interests you. Pretty plain on the sides and on the back. And I did get the Frsky version because that's the type of controller that I plan on binding it to. All right, let's crack open, see what we got. So initially, we have a little baggie here, and this baggie contains some spare props, which is a really nice touch. It's always nice. I always like it when a company gives you spare parts because, let's face it, you're going to crash. They also, looks like they gave you a spare canopy, which is also great because if you're going to crash into something, this may be something that breaks. And it actually has a good feel to it. It's like not too flimsy, but not like rigid plastic either. It's like a good balance between the two. And then here's the unit itself. Oh, look at that. It even comes with two batteries. It comes with two 300 mAh packs ready to go in it. So basically this is how it's going to run on 2S is you can just, that's even really cool because you can just use your batteries from your normal tiny whoops, stick two of them in here, and there's where you get your 2S from. And then you just have your normal connectors that you just plug on there and off you go. So that is great. Let's take these out though so we can see what's going on underneath here. So each one has its own little channel to just go into. That's great. It's got its antenna here. These are adorable little brushless motors, I have to say. Very adorable. I can see the little Frsky receiver inside. So let's get some weights and some, oh, there's something else in the box here too. Basically just a card for the user manual and help, and they're linked to Facebook and all that fun stuff. So let's get some weights on some of these things here in case you're curious. Okay, the Craft, 30 grams. With the two batteries you're going to throw onto it, 45 grams. Not too shabby. And in case you're curious, the canopy, 1 gram. And the props, why not, while we got them out here, 1 gram for the props. I mean, overall, I'm very impressed with the build quality. I'm very impressed with the design of it. I'm very impressed with how it's just set up. I mean, it's pretty self-contained. These power connector just being, the fact that it can run 2S, but it's running two 1S packs is genius because, you know, if you fly these type of craft, you have a lot of packs laying around. So the fact that you can just keep using those same packs but still use them as a 2S pack together in tandem, that's excellent. That's a great feature right there. For size comparison, let's compare it. I have like one of the Newbie Drone B-Brain V2 stack in a cockroach frame here. So you can see size-wise, they're very, very, very similar in size. But this one being brushless and 2S, it probably will have a lot more oomph to it. Let's do like, you know, footprint to footprint, motor to motor. I mean, we're lining up motor to motor exactly. So if you want something that's pretty much identical in size to a classic Tiny Whoop style quad, but you want brushless, this is your answer here, because everything about this is just the same. It's the same size, same shape, same everything, but 2S and brushless motors. All right, I'm excited to fly this. I'm gonna have to charge up some packs and let you know how I feel. Absolute game changer. Why? Because flying this craft was like night and day, because I'm used to a brushed 1S Tiny Whoop, and this has the exact same size. I was able to go into those little itty bitty gaps, those little itty bitty spaces, because it's the same size. It's the same damn size as the Tiny Whoop style quads. So you can do everything you can do in a Tiny Whoop, just having more authority and more power because you're running 2S and you're running brushless motors instead of brushed. The other advantages is that because it is a brushless motor, you don't have to worry about them wearing out after, you know, minutes or hours worth of use as you do with a brushed motor. And so they should, as long as you take care of them, it should last you a long time. Now, a couple wish list items, I would say. Really, the only one is the camera angle. That it's a fixed camera angle. I believe it's like at about 30 degrees. And for me, that's what I fly at. So for me, I was very comfortable with it. But for others, they may want something that's adjustable, either lower or higher. And that being said, there is no real easy way to adjust it without having to go in there and modify it and stuff. And even if you were to modify it, then the canopy would need to be modified because the camera angle, because as you can see, the camera angle is like set in the canopy, how it is. So if you change the angle of the camera, you're also going to have to change how it goes through the canopy, either cutting a hole, cutting a notch, making, instead of it being a circle, maybe an oblong shape so the camera can go up and down. But basically, you'd have to get in there and do your own sort of modification to adjust the camera angle, because it natively does not change. It's fixed. So that's my only real wish list. But the pros are that it uses the same batteries that you use for all your other Tiny Whoops. It's the same size, and you just have so much more power. It's just, you feel like you have the authority of like a full-size quad, but you're flying indoors through little gaps. It's like a crazy weird mind trip even. Now, I didn't take it outside because, like I said, it is cold, but I don't see why it wouldn't perform good outdoors. Maybe if it was like a breezy day or something, it would not be as good. I don't know. I think it could probably handle at least a light breeze, but I didn't take it outside, as I mentioned. But indoors, this thing is loads of fun. Highly recommend it. Highly recommend you go check out BetaFPV products, because this thing is killer. So I hope it helped you out. Hope it gave you some information you may or may not have known, and I hope it helped you make a decision on this product. All right. So as always, my name is Tronage. Fly strong.